Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Pokemon TCG Center. Finally, Sword and Shield has been released yesterday, and in today's video we'll be looking at Zacian ADP deck that's been used in a League in Japan. Koshikudo play this deck, but probably many other players, who knows? Maybe they share the same deck list, maybe not. But this is a deck list that I actually decided to test out and see how good it will be. And it is a very damn good deck list. Overall, it works pretty well. When I was thinking about Zacian Wii and that Brave Blade attack, something tells me that something like a Downwing Necrozma wouldn't be that bad with that invasion ability, which says that once in your turn, if this Pokemon is on your bench, you might switch to your active Pokemon. And with that new balloon, and with that new air balloon card, you can actually use it for the free retreat. So you don't need a skateboard, you don't need to worry about Jirachi, and you don't need to worry about switch. But the big problem about that card, of course, is again Absol. So as long as we have Absol with a Dark Ambition in play, that might just not gonna happen. Anyways, in this deck list we have 3 Zacian Wiis with Intrepid Sword ability, which says that once during your turn, you may look at the top 3 cards of your deck and attach any number of Metal Energy cards you find there to this Pokemon, and put the other cards in your hand. If you use this ability, your turns unfortunately ends. So that's the downside of this ability, but it's very good if you go second or even first. Even better if you go first at your turn 1, because you're not allowed to play supporter cards. Of course, for 3 Metal Energies to 30. The attack can be increased by 30 more if you use Alternate Creation GX. For the rest of the game, with Metal and Water Energy attached to ADP, the attacks of the Pokemons we have are going to be 30 damage more. Plus we can take extra prize cards, and that's a pretty bad ass thing. Additionally, 2 Star Wish Jirachis and 1 copy of Absol with the Dark Ambition. So moving on to the other cards in this deck actually plays 4 copies of Crushing Hammer, 1 copy of Energy Spinner, 1 copy of Great Catcher, 3 copies of Metal Saucer. So with the Metal Saucer, we can actually attach Metal Energy from discard pile to the benched Pokemon. Additionally, 3 copies of Pokemon Catcher. Unfortunately, it is a flip a coin. If you get heads, you can switch one of your opponent's Pokemon with benched Pokemon with their active Pokemon. Pretty bad to have something like that, but unfortunately, it is how it is. In my opinion, no sense to play Great Catcher, neither to play Custom Catcher, because it's really hard with Professor Research to get double Custom Catcher play. Anyways, 4 copies of Quick Ball. There's the new card, reprinted, but with a different text, but also the old one can be used as well. You can play this card only if you discard another card from your hand. You can search your deck for a basic Pokemon really put it in your hand. Really good for the Zacian Wii, ADP, Absol, or Jirachi search, but mainly for the Zacian, Jirachi, and Absol, because for ADP we also have 2 tag calls. Additionally, deck plays 1 Reese's Stamp and 4 copies of Switch for the retreat, as well as 2 copies of a skateboard, 3 stadiums, 2 Lysander Labs for the stadium shutdown, 1 Shrine of Punishment for extra damage on the GXs. Why? It's really important because with the Brave Blade we can hit for 260 if we already use that alternative creation GX, so still not going to be enough for the 270 against, let's say, Mewtwo, but with the Shrine of Punishment we can definitely hit Mewtwo for the 1-hit Nagata, and we don't need to worry too much about being struck by the Shrine of Punishment. Supporter cards, plenty of them, so starting with 2 copies of Cynthia for the Surge, for the draw support, as well as 2 Professor's Researches, 4 copies of Marty's, which is a new card, really good in my opinion. Each player shuffles their hand and puts it on the bottom of their deck. If either player puts any cards on the bottom of their deck, and this way you drop 5 and your opponent 4 cards. Really good for turn 1 disruption, down to 4. Let's be honest, especially in the Zacian Wii that has that powerful ability. And then 1 of each Guzma and Hela, Mellow and Lana, and additionally 1 Team Yell Grant for that energy disruption. What else we have? 1 Giant Bump and 2 escape boards that I already mentioned earlier. 2 Aura's energies, which can be used only if we can discard another card from our hand, only on the... And actually, as long as this card is attached to a Pokemon, it provides every type of energy, but provides only 1 energy at a time, so it can also be used on the evolution Pokemons as well. 9 metal and 1 water energy. So overall, that's the deck list that I'm going to use in today's video. If you already didn't, please consider subscribing to the channel for more videos. So see you in the game. Okay, so it is definitely time for some battle. And I did an upload video for maybe like a month ago, of course with the deck list. And meanwhile, we get a Sword and Shield set. Also, there is a new type of the graphic interface as well into CGO, and I must say that I really like it. It looks pretty damn good. Alright, so the opening hand is not the best. More Pico and Tapu Koko Wii. Pretty cool to see the Wii meta floating around. So what's the best thing I can do? I can search my deck for the Stadium card, and if I discard 2 other cards from my hand, I might also search my deck for the tool and a special energy, but nothing special can happen with Guzma and Hela effect, unfortunately. The truth is, my opponent cannot play supporter card at the turn 1, but still he can use Quick Ball, search his deck for Ranguru maybe, grab some trainer cards with the Stellar Wish. So post rotation, I can see Jirachi as a very expensive and very playable card, as well as maybe Tadin, GX. Those 2 cards are going to be even more popular. So yeah, Primate Wisdom, very good card. Ooh, and I managed to top deck Marnie, so I'm definitely going to go with a Marnie. Just wondering if I should try to use Stellar Wish first. So there is a tag call. I think I'm gonna try to use that Arceus and Palkia if it's somehow possible. Meanwhile, let's go with the Martin, see what we can get. This deck does 20 to the... Okay, discarding a number of... Discard an energy from this Pokemon if you do switch it with one of your banished Pokemons. Very interesting. Alright, Energy Spinner. I can grab myself 3 metal energies because I'm going second. As well as Quick Ball can be used. I'm gonna definitely go with a Zacian Wii on the bench. So let's see if we can find any energy card here. Yes, we can. Alright. As well, I managed to find 2 catchers. Of course, I'm gonna go with a Pokemon catcher, and I will definitely try to catch the Morpeko on the bench. Meanwhile, I also have 2 Professor's Researches, so I'm only looking for 1 card. Actually, 2 cards. I need 2 cards. I need 1 copy of a skateboard as well as a, let's say, maybe Metal Saucer. But I think I'm first gonna probably try to go with the ADP Alternative Creation GX, so we can hit for 260. No metal resistance? No metal resistance. Alright, there's a BD, so energy can be attached Add a custom catcher for 1. Alright, that's interesting. Then the Stellar Wish. I would probably maybe first go with the Stellar Wish. So there was a Marnie. Did he already play supporter card? Yes, he used BD. Oh, that's pretty bad. Okay, then I'm gonna go with the Energy and a Stellar Wish. There is a John Bomb. 180 or more. So will we get 180 or more? I have no clue about it. Attack call for now, or maybe not. Let's just go with the alternative creation GX for now. Next turn I will try to find a way maybe to get more energies on Zacian, potentially find myself a switch. So I can swing with the Brave Blade for plenty of damage. So already Morpeko has 3 energies and Electro Wheel can happen. So hitting for 150, actually my opponent helped me out with the Marnie, so I can preserve those catchers without discarding them. Okay, and there was a Crashing Hammer, another Jirachi Cynthia energy play. Not that bad, especially when I can just use Ultimate Ray and hit for 180, search my deck for 3 energies. That's a very good thing. Another quick ball. So I still have like 3 Crashing Hammers remaining. And there's a quick ball. Two energies in discard pile. I'm wondering, will this... I mean, 3 energies for 200 seems pretty reasonable, especially if you can use some kind of electro power. Then with the electro power you can increase the amount of damage that you can done with a Thunderous Bolt. 3 energies for 200 actually seems to be very powerful, just let's be honest. Alright, so we are gonna definitely try to knock the Zapdos out if it's somehow possible. I hope it will be. I hope it will be possible. But we need to find first Pokemon Catcher. And there we go, there is a Pokemon Catcher. Let's see if I can get lucky with it. Yes, I can. So I can definitely take 2 prize cards, add some energies with the Ultra Ray onto my Zacian Wii on the bench. And the only thing that I need to do next turn is somehow to play another catcher on my opponent Morpeko V. Of course, if he evolve into Morpeko V Max, because then I can draw 4 prize cards potentially, but I don't even need to flip a catcher because he already promoted him in the active positions. Just let's sit and wait and see if there will be a Morpeko V GX Max. So it's interesting to see that Tapu Koko V actually has for a treat. And there's a Rosa play. Alright. Now with the Rosa, my opponent can search the deck for a trainer card, a basic energy, and a Pokemon. So Morpeko V should definitely came out in the play. What I really think that this deck actually needs is a Downwing Necrozma with the new tool card that says that your Pokemon with the Flying Balloon, I think, have -2 retreat cost. And that's a very important and strong, because you can use it to just clear that Brave Blade effect of the attack. So there's a Lily Pokédoll. That's interesting. So what my opponent will try to do here, he will definitely try to use Electro Wheel for 150. 180 with the electro power, and then he will try to run on the little spooky doll. That's a very good. That's the very good combo. And there is a crushing hammer. So I'm gonna definitely remove one energy. There is another Zacian energy as well. And then we are looking forward to use that Marnie, Jirachi, and who knows, maybe we can find another catcher. There is a catcher, alright. What else we can find with the Stellar Wish? A great catcher, which is actually useless in this case. No GX, neither EX Pokemons on the other side of the field. If we can flip hands on the coin flip with the catcher, we might do something serious here. Unfortunately, that's just not gonna happen. And because of that, I'm looking forward to use just a ability on Zacian Wii. Alright, so my turns end right here. I didn't want to waste a time or a turn taking the damage, knocking the little spooky doll out. And there's the new one. So what's gonna happen here? My opponent will definitely try to take the knockout with the recycle energy, and he will definitely try to run on the little spooky doll. That's definitely one of the options. What he can do, plus there is a Volkner, so we might even see a Volkner, actually for a skateboard, for something like a great catcher into ADP, or maybe even another custom catcher for the knockout. So there's a little Pokédoll. It will definitely goes down to Jirachi or not. So again, he didn't want to use Stellar Wish before more Pico Electro Wheel. That's kind of interesting. He should definitely try to do that. Since I have Switch, I still don't have a skateboard, but I need to find one. Alright, I will definitely try to find another one. Guzma and Hela. Alright, that guarantees me actually a tool card and a special energy. Let's see, Pokemon Catcher. So important for me to flip that Pokemon Catcher here. There is a Guzma and Hela. Additionally, we are going to discard Great Catcher as well as Professor Research for a skateboard and Aura Energy. Alright, Stellar Wish into Metal Saucer. Seems like a plan. Alright, third energy for the Zacian. Retreat. On the Zacian. And a knockout with my Brave Blade for 260. So right now I can take extra 3 prize cards, and the only thing that I need to do, I only need to take one more prize card or actually knock it against one of my opponent's Pokemons in play. Shrine of Punishment. If I decide to put it into play, I'm gonna knock out my ADP, so not good to do that. But the only thing that my opponent can do right now, because you don't have actually anything available in play, is to potentially stall a turn, catching my Absol in the front. Oh, actually, yeah, he cannot retreat his Jirachi without paying an energy because there is a Absol in play, so it makes sense. I actually didn't pay attention to that. There is a Primate Wisdom Oranguru, a powerful ability, and the Reset Stamp down to 1. The good thing about the Reset Stamp is that you can always use your Zacian and draw the cards until you have 3. Of course, if the energies are not in the top 3 cards, you can always retreat on Jirachi for the Stellar Wish and do stuff like that. Volkner, what he can do here. My opponent decided to use Electro Power. Can he actually knock me out here? I don't know how in the world he can add another energy card to Tapu Koko. He can spike draw for like 50. There's another custom catcher, so right now I know that he have 2 custom catchers available. Still, he don't have chance to retreat. I already played 3 Pokemon catchers. And there's a switch on Lily's Pokédoll, as expected. So I'm just gonna Brave Blade for the knockout. And I even managed to top deck an energy card. Ooh, I cannot attack this turn with this baby boy. But I could definitely retreat for 2 energies. Use Metal Saucer, attach energy, and hit with Brave Blade for 230. And I'm gonna definitely do that, even knowing that I cannot attack with my active Zacian next turn, but at least I managed to knock the Lily's Pokédoll out, so right now my opponent actually have 2 less, actually only 1. Only 1 less in his deck, so still he have plenty of them remaining, and there is another more Pico-Wee. Still a wish. Alright. Still not the end of the game. Still there is another copy of Lily's Pokédoll. That's probably gonna be promoted. Custom catcher for Absol potentially. Nope. Alright. 2 more remaining. I'm thinking about this. I'm thinking about retreating my Zay. Actually, it is a GG if he don't have switch. Yeah, actually it is. It might be a GG, but there's a Walkner, so he might find himself a switch. Yeah, he definitely goes for the switch. Switching to Lily's Pokédoll means that I'm looking forward to retreat to the ADP and hit with it. Huh. Or maybe not to do that. Ooh, what a nice top deck. It was a Marnie. And how many energies? We still have plenty of energies left, plus there's a Metal Saucer as well. Retreat to another Zacian Wii. I'm looking forward to take a big risk. Couldn't find what I was looking for, but at least I'm rewarded by with the switch. Crushing Hammer. Unfortunately, it is a Tails on the coin flip. And of course, I'm gonna be very aggressive here with my Ultimate Ray knockout. I have 1 more Metal Saucer left. And 2 Aura Energies. Seems okay. Still he needs to find another Lily's Pokédoll, otherwise game is over. Still he can spark for 20. Let's say with 3 Electro Powers, but he already played 2 of them. He can also knock me out. But of course, not gonna happen. Primate Wisdom, another one. Alright. Recycle energy. And more Pico-Wee Max. Alright, 300 HP. This attack also does 20 damage to each of your opponent's banished Pokemon. Cool. Really interesting. Another Lily's Pokédoll. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely go with Lightning Energy Return. No question about that. And an Ultimate Ray for 180. And that's gonna be it from me. That Team Yell Grand top deck was a pretty badass top deck. Because right now my opponent cannot retreat. Actually, he can't retreat because Absol not affecting his active more Pico VMAX. And I even did him a favor by putting that Lightning Energy back to his hand instead of the Recycle Energy, because right now he can have that Recycle Energy, recycle it back to the hand with the effect of the Retreat plus He can attack with the Tapu Koko, but still he decided not to do it, just to attach energy to Morpeko VMAX, which is probably going to be used for the retreat into the Lilith's Pokédoll. But whatever he do, the game is over, I guess. Even if he decides to attack with the Tapu Koko in order to take the knockout, Zacian should definitely take the knockout with the Brave Blade for 260 anyways. And for the last prize card, Lily Pokédoll can stall a turn or two maybe, but that's just pretty much it. There is a Aura Energy. Let's just discard a Shrine and let's see what I can find with the Professor Research. So we can also say that we also used that card as well. We have Absol, so why to do that? Metal Saucer. For energy on the Zacian, and another Ultimate Ray knockout against that third Lily Pokédoll. So there's only one more Lily's Pokédoll remaining in my opponent's deck. Still, he can draw 3 prize cards, but that's gonna be pretty much it. If he managed to knock my ADP or Arceus, Dialga, and Palkia. Additionally, I don't see what else he can do. Pretty much, game is over. This game is over. I mean, pretty cool deck, no question about it. With a BD, you can do some energy acceleration. With Electro Wheel, you can hit and run on the bench. And of course, you can hit and run to something like Lilith's Pokédoll. Or maybe to something that can actually absorb a knockout and have something like a giant bomb attached, which is pretty amazing. Imagine attaching giant bomb to something like, let's say, Lilith's Pokédoll, because if your opponent decide to attack, he would probably just hit for 180 or more and take 10 damage counters, which makes no sense. And if they skip the turn, then you could just shuffle back Lilith's Pokédoll in your deck and just, you know, repeat that potentially again. So yeah, that's the GG. My opponent definitely have a good deck, no doubt about that. We are gonna definitely give him a credit for that. But the Brave Blade should do enough damage for the knockout, and that's gonna be it. So the biggest concern with this deck is definitely the lack of the Pokemon catchers. So what else he played? 1 Zapdos, 1 Jirachi, 1 Mew, a Ranguru, Tapu Koko, couple more Pico's Wii's, 1 Tapu Koko Wii, 1 more Pico Wii, and of course 4 copies of almost all of those staple cards. Anyways guys, thank you for watching this video. Make sure to hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more videos. Let me know in the comments below what you think about it. Till the next time, have a nice day and goodbye.